Besides the real-time generation, we also have the real-time canvas, and these are even cooler. So let's take a dive into it. So we simply press on real-time canvas from the left side, which is right here. Click on it and you'll see an interface like this. And right now this is empty. You can simply add an image, select stuff, delete stuff, use a brush or use the brush size, undo, redo and delete anything that you want. You can even inpaint or outpaint. And then the next step you need to do is to type in some stuff. So let's get started. Notice as soon as I will start typing anything, we'll get an output on the left corner. So let's start. So I'm going to type a beautiful woman sitting on a bike wearing sunglasses. So the screen is a bit dull, so you can notice by zooming this. So she is sitting on a bike, you can observe it from here, and she is wearing sunglasses. And of course I can delete some stuff and you'll notice the changes. Now let's make the use of the brush. I want to make a little bit of a smaller brush, and let's just make something like this. First, choose brush from the left side and make anything that you like. Let's make a round face. Let's make the brush a little thinner. And let's make a body. So you notice I'm trying to make a cat, but the right image is also changing with it. You also notice that I'm very bad at drawing, but this image somehow makes it look like this one. So you can just simply draw stuff right here and you will get some stuff on the right side. And this is really fast. Let's just make a second dive into it. We can delete this one by clicking on confirm, and let's start another drawing. For this I'm going to take a very thin brush, and now let's make a sun. And then make some sun rays. Now let's color the sun. Just like this. We can also undo stuff that we don't want. So let's make this undo. And you'll notice changes in the right side. So instead of using this prompt, let's say a beautiful lake and mountains. So you see it has produced mountains and a very beautiful lake. So let's add the sun now. Let's choose a thicker brush and make a sun right here. And now with a thin brush, let's make a little house. So it has not quickly grasped the house but has changed the image somehow. So you can see how fast and easy all of this works, yeah? You can simply play with all of these tools. You can select this option and make a box right here. You can erase or delete it. You can do this however you want. You can also do something like this, which is output to input. So it has copied the output image to the input. And now you can draw stuff here and it will be copied to the right side. Also, you can change this creativity strength. Choosing a higher creativity strength will put more value to your image. Let's choose a low value. So it has produced a darker image. And the higher one produces a light and more refined image. So there are options for photography. anime, cinematic, concept art, dynamic, and so on. Let's choose cinematic and see how it works. So it has changed the image into a cinematic shot. All of this works relatively cool. You can also in-paint and out-paint. Let's explore more options. By clicking on this Add Image icon, you can add an image on your left side and make changes accordingly. Then comes this Generate. When you click on this, a box like this will appear and you can type any prompt, let's say a cat, and this will produce an image right here. Let's click on Done. You can make it smaller or larger as you want. Next comes the Erase. By clicking on this, you can delete some stuff that you don't like. And then is the brush for which we talked about. This is the thickness or thinness of the brush. You can change it according to your needs. And then we talked about the undo and redo buttons. If you want to delete this whole canvas, you can click on this delete canvas button. Then there are these buttons. By clicking on this, you can change the guidance value to a higher or lower. Also, you can use a fixed seed. For now, we have this value. If you want to create high quality, you can click on this, but this works for premium features only. We can use this simple in painting. And now we can add stuff in our pictures. And simply in paint. So let's say you want to make a circle around this cat, and you'll notice on the right side too. So this is in painting. You can add any prompt that you want and it will generate in this picture. So I think this is very cool. You should try this out. You can also do stuff like bringing your own pictures if you press on that image icon. Either you can upload or select an image from the gallery. So let's choose this image of a cat and click on confirm. And you'll notice the picture of the cat here. Now I have typed a bowl of milk for the cat. On the right side you can see a cat and a bowl of milk. So that was the real-time canvas. You can play with this a lot. And to be honest, I see really a lot of architects play with this stuff right now. I think this is somehow the future of AI. If you are really good with this canvas, you can make a career out of this. Not now, but maybe in the future you get better and better. There are people who are doing really awesome stuff with in-painting and out-painting. I personally don't like to paint, so I have a very bad drawing. But don't worry, if you are good at drawing, you can make a good use of it. Just imagine what you can create in really no time. And if you need to make creative stuff, this is the thing that you need to try. Play with all these tools on the left side, change the brush size accordingly, move the picture here and there, add several prompts to try different pictures, also change the creativity strength to see the results. Then play with different models like for example dynamic, painting, sketched, black and white, and so on. And then you can also click on this instant refine button to have a very refined output. Try in painting and out painting and see different prompts.